You've put your blood, sweat, and tears into creating a storefront that lights you up, serves your clients well, and contributes significantly to the community you love. You are my hero, and I affectionately call you a rebel woman. Hey there, my name is Melissa Rose, a brick and mortar business owner with a handful of kiddos and a few passion projects that I head up like this one. I'm also your visibility coach and consultant for a service-based business like yours. I'm passionate about helping small business owners thrive in their community and become the only option in town for their industry. In this podcast, we're going to share the nitty-gritty of running a successful brick and mortar business by sharing stories, talking strategies, and learning practical tips to run a kick-ass business. Ready to be inspired, empowered, and equipped to create the small business of your dreams? Let's get real.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Brick and Mortar Visibility. How are you doing? So good to be here as always, because today I want to talk about this fun little spoke to my business that has been nothing but fun with a capital F because it works so well. It works so well. So if you are local to the St. Croix Valley, Hudson, Wisconsin, you are going to want to listen if you are a health and wellness business owner. This is really for you guys to be part of this little spoke to my business. But if you're not part of the community, please listen as well, because this is an exercise in creation, in letting time do its thing, of learning throughout the years and applying what you have learned to create something that's really fun, that complements your business. And maybe you'll take what I say today and come up with your own masterpiece of brilliance. Before we dive in, your PSA, everybody, no matter where you are in the world, I want you to update your Google business profile. So what you need to do is go to your socials. And I'm trusting that you're posting at least once or twice, 3 times, 5 times a week, whatever it is for your rhythm. Grab something that resonates, that maybe got some traction, maybe got a lot of engagement, and bring it over to your Google business profile. Easy peasy. It takes less than 5 minutes, but it helps you stand out on Google. Google likes this when you are updating things there as well as your website. But that is one basic thing you can do right now as a quick win for you. All right. Here we go, everybody. We are diving into the one spoke in my business. Now, I'm sure as a business owner, you have an idea every 2 seconds, right? We all do. I was back home a few weeks ago and telling my brother that I help out my friend who's a realtor and sit in open houses because it's on the weekends. Usually the weekends I don't have my kiddos, so it's perfect. And I just love it because I get out of my routine. I get to go see a different area and I'm helping her out, making some cash on the side and just, dreaming a bit. It forces me to dream. And he goes, Melissa, you should get your realtor's license. And I'm like, oh God, no. I have no interest in that. I hear all the stories. I don't need to do that. But I said, what makes you think that I would be a good realtor? He goes, Melissa, you are always thinking about how something can be better. You're always thinking about, you could do this with this. And I kind of just kind of shut up for a second. And then we were driving. And then as we're driving into my parents' property, we call it the ranch. As we were back home to the ranch, I go, you guys, don't you see that outbuilding there? Can't you see that could be storage and bring some income into the property? And Nick and Maggie, my sister-in-law, they just laughed. And I because I did it without even thinking, right? So I'm always thinking, what could be, and you're probably the same way, right? We look at something, we look at a building, we look at a property, we look at what we have in our presence right now and what could be better. So this is good. So that's where I was with my business. This is how it all started. Okay. So I'm going to tell you how it started and why it's been so fun and easy. So I have always been fascinated with online marketing. Okay. So my life changed, got turned upside down in 2013. I started, 2013, things really started crumbling in my marriage. And then by 2015, my ex walked in and asked for a divorce. By 2016, life had just pivoted, right? I had 5 small kids, 11 down to 2, had them 60% of the time. And I had an in-home dance studio, meaning I had about 80 kids coming into my house to take dance downstairs in my basement, kids and adults. And I had to figure out really quickly how to make my life work with having 5 little kids 60% of the time, okay? And I was a stay-at-home mom, okay? 100% full-time stay-at-home mom. I had this little side hustle in my business, and I had to figure out how to make that work. So the first thing I did was just dive into all things digital marketing. Amy Porterfield and others that I listened to. I started a blog. That's, if you scroll back here on my website, Ms. Melissa Rose, you can scroll back to my very first blog. That's when I started this. And then I started creating curriculum. I was like, let's see if I can create some curriculum. And I started doing that. And I launched my first membership site probably by 2017 or 18, right in there. And I had customers from all over the world, which I was like, what? Oh my gosh. But I learned really quickly that I didn't like what I was creating. I was getting burned out on it. And I wasn't excited about it. So that lasted about a year, but I learned a lot, okay? I learned the tech stuff. I learned all of that. Learned a lot about marketing and all the things. Okay, so I've always been fascinated by that. Fast forward a few years, by 2020, we go and grow into our commercial space. Now I have 2 locations and a staff and all the things. And then life happened in our world in 2020. And I still had this desire to create something on the back end of my business that could be automated, more automated, less of me. All right. So I was in a coaching group, and we were having our little mastermind powwow session, and somebody came on the hot seat and said she wanted to grow her email list by partnering with other business owners. Now, keep in mind, she was a beef farmer, okay? So she had this farm and sold beef, grass-fed beef, and she was going to partner with honey farmers and goat farmers and other people that were in her industry that let's create a PDF of recipes using our products and then send this all out to our email list. And therefore, we're supporting each other and featuring each other's products to our clients who are also probably in the market for some goat's cheese, and grass-fed beef and maybe some honey, So those are all the same type of people, right? So I was half listening, y'all, when I was, on that coaching call. But the next morning in the shower, I was like, this could work for me. This could work for me. How could I make this work? Now, for those of you that don't know, I have a dance studio. I teach students of all ages the art of dance. I'm not a beef farmer. I grew up on a farm, but I'm not a beef farmer. But I am always referring chiropractors, physical therapists, massage therapists, talking to my students about eating well, about taking care of our bodies, about preventative measures. Maybe I could do something like that. And then Healthy in the Valley was born. I started it out with just 10 practitioners in my area and just asked them, what do you think of this? And they thought it was brilliant. They said, oh my goodness, Melissa, this could be something really big. Well, I was like, let me just get this out. So I got it out and have learned so much along the way, as we do in everything, right? We are always learning. So each edition has been improved upon and grown. So now we are coming up on our 6th edition, and we have now done 6-month commitments versus 3-month commitments. In the beginning, it was going to be every quarter, but that was just too fast, too quick, always launching, always selling. So I narrowed it down to twice a year that we are doing Healthy in the Valley. And this became a really easy way to market it and not feel burnt out on my end for selling it, launching it, and promoting it. Now, what is Healthy in the Valley? Healthy in the Valley is an online resource for our community to download, filled with exclusive offers from the businesses that choose to participate. So they place an ad in Healthy in the Valley. The community can download it and get their fingers on exclusive offers from these business owners. Because they're downloading it, they're also seeing the other members of Healthy in the Valley. And chances are very high that if you're going to a chiropractor, you might be interested in a physical therapist, or you might be interested in going to a yoga class or a strength class or a dance class because you are interested in up-leveling your health and wellness in mind, body, and soul. Okay, so that is for our community. And then as a business owner, it is a really great way to get in front of more people. All right. So if you are a business owner in the St. Croix Valley, this is a really great way to amp up your visibility in a very, very cost-effective way. All right. So I have made Healthy in the Valley a no-brainer offer. Truly, it is a no-brainer offer. As somebody who is an expert in marketing, as somebody who has their business out there in all the ways, in magazines, in programs, in nonprofits, in charity, my business brand is out in the community. People know me. People know what we stand for. I often get told, I see you everywhere. Everybody knows who you are, Melissa. My kids are embarrassed sometimes by me because everybody knows the dancing house. They know Melissa Bros. All right. So that is the best compliment, right? So I wanted to bring my knowledge that I have learned and developed in my brick and mortar business and share it with others because I am super passionate about brick and mortars. And that's where it all comes down to. I am super passionate about brick and mortar business. I am very passionate about health and wellness. And that comes from my life as a dancer, being around other health professionals. Personal side of the story is my dad is at lung cancer right now, and just seeing all the crap that he has to go through and take, and nobody is telling him about nutrition. Nobody is telling him about holistic ways to deal with it. It is all medical drugs, and it just burns me up. I understand there's a time and place for medicine. However, there's no talk from the doctors about this side of medicine and taking care of our bodies. So I get really fired up pretty quickly. So those are my passions. And then this marketing passion, and that's with the podcast here. So Healthy in the Valley has been this beautiful gift that has combined all three of my passions to give back to our community. And that is truly what it's about, because when you look at what you are getting for the cost of Healthy in the Valley, it truly is a no-brainer offer. You get amplified visibility, you get networking, you get customized reels if you wish, or you get opportunity to be on the podcast if you wish, you get IG Lives if you wish. I am promoting you from the Healthy in the Valley platform. We are also up-leveling what we do here this season, this next edition, and I am putting ad money behind Healthy in the Valley as well, because I have learned that now and gotten that to be done really well so that I can maximize the efforts here. So I am just clearly very passionate about this. Now, if you are a health and wellness provider in the St. Croix Valley, I invite you to check out Healthy in the Valley. Everything's linked below, but I'm just going to tell you what you get. First of all, there is a free option, and we have a Facebook group, and I invite anybody to be part of this. You get to share your offers, any workshops, any classes, any promotions that you have. Please use that Facebook group to promote your stuff. Okay, totally free to you. And then we have two levels. We have a gold level and a platinum level. And with the platinum level, you get to put a full page ad into the download, into the PDF for our community to download. The gold level, you don't have to do anything. You just pay for your portion of Healthy in the Valley, and we do all the rest. We can grab your logo from you, and that's really all that you need to submit. Everything else is done on our end. But if you want to do the platinum level at $197 for 6 months, not $197 a month, it's a one-time payment of $197. You get to create your own one-page ad, which is due by October 5th, and then we will create the PDF for the community to download. All right, so it's a really easy way. For those of you that are not local, check it out anyway. This might spark some interest. Take a look at the landing page. Take a look at the process and what we do here with Healthy in the Valley, and maybe create your own version of it in your community. Or maybe it's something that you're like, okay, I could see where I would do something like this for my business. What's been really fun is that nothing is a waste of time. Okay, that has been one of the learning lessons in all of this. It was, 2016, like how many years ago was that? Like 7 years ago that I started dabbling in online marketing, creating a membership, doing that stuff. And I had some success with it. I didn't have enough to make a living at it, but I had some success with it and I liked it. I liked it enough to learn more and get better at it. And that is the gold nugget there, is that nothing is wasted. You're always learning and you're never starting from nothing. You're always starting from what you have learned. So with the help of the amazing Donald Millers and Marie Forleos and Amy Porterfields and many others that I have learned from and been coached under, I have taken what I've learned and created something really fun. And when I say fun, it's definitely with a capital F, because a little statistics here. When you have a landing page and you're doing digital marketing, online marketing, when people are buying courses or memberships or things like that, not face to face, they are not walking into your physical brick and mortar. When they have to buy online, your conversion rate is like 3 to 5%. And that would be excellent. Okay, that would be considered really good. All right, with Healthy in the Valley, I have people that I don't even know who they are, how they heard of me, how they heard of the program, and they are purchasing, and it is so fun. And our conversion rate is over 50%. 50. That is crazy. And it's so FUN with a capital F, because it's working. The marketing is working. The copy is working. The visuals are working. It's a feel good for everybody, the community and the business owners that are part of it. And we just try to make it better every time. We really listen to what the business owners are wanting and desiring and try to make it better every time. So I am super proud of this project. Does it make enough to live on and solely be my only income? No, it doesn't. But that's not the point of it. The point of it is it's a spoke to my business to add value to my business, but also be a give back to the community. And that is why I don't charge $197 a month. It's $197 for the semester, for the half year, because I get that running a brick and mortar is a lot. There's a lot of balls in the air. So if I can help you stay in business longer and get more visibility and get more people coming in the doors, one of the other aspects is people are getting team members from this because their brand is out there. People want to work for a brand that's out there, that's being represented and talked well about or spoken well about. So there's just so many good things about Healthy in the Valley that make me so proud to represent it. So if you are a health and wellness provider in the St. Croix Valley, I invite you to check it out. Just go to healthyinthevalley.com. That's the easiest. And then you can see what the community sees and gets. And then if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you're going to see for business owners, and click that tab and it'll take you to a landing page for the business owner. If you want to learn more about Healthy in the Valley for the future, make sure you go to the business page for the business owner and just click the free option, because then you will be on our mailing list so that you can get updates on when we are accepting new enrollments for the next edition. All right, everybody, this wraps up another edition of Brick and Mortar Visibility, and I hope it's a representation of what you can do to amplify your business. There's different ways to do that, obviously through marketing, through social media and blog writing and all the things, but there's different ways to get your brand out in front of more people. Think creatively, think outside the box. If you want to set up a call and chit chat about possible ways that you could do this for your business, get your brand out there in different ways, set up a 20-minute call. You can go to msmelisarose.com/deals. That's where all the fun stuff is to learn more about working with me or have questions answered. All right, everybody, if you like this episode, please click the follow button, leave an honest rating and review on Apple iTunes. That means the world to me, and I will shout you out on the next podcast. All right, everybody, have a great week. We will see you here, same time, same place next week. Peace. Bye-bye.